Well, I think it's time for another install video. Hey guys, welcome back to GeekSmart. So I know it's been a while, but that said, we're going to go ahead and get right into another install video. This being a wall mount for this guy. So H Squared sent this over to me to show you guys, do an install on it, and I'm going to review it on my Tech Gooch channel as well. But that said, first I got to get it mounted, first I got to use it and see what I like about it, what I don't like about it. It's a fairly simple item, from what I can tell when I opened it. It's just basically grabs it. It's got a nice hole, so it's as open as it can be. It does come with some, instructions, information on that, and it does come with drywall anchors and screws to go in those drywall anchors. Now it looks like a 3 separate holes that you do use. So in this case, with this specific hardware here, you do not have to hit a stud. Given the weight of the HomePod, it is a very hefty item. If you're going to actually drill it directly into a stud, it's always, in my opinion, a preferred method. But that said, you would not use this hardware that comes with it. So the mounting hardware is designed for people that just want to put it directly on the drywall somewhere. Now, these auger drywall anchors work really, really good. And to be honest, if they're giving it to you, they're obviously plenty strong for what this is, for the weight that this has. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put it on just a drywall area, or if I'm actually going to drill it into a stud, because I do have actually a 2-ply stud where I want to put it. So with that said, I might still do that, but yeah, let's go ahead and go upstairs. I'm going to mount this above my refrigerator where I actually had my Sonos One mounted before. So stage 1 of this thing is going to be finding out where you're going to place it. Now, if you look at my specific scenario here, let me get a little more light on here. You can see that I actually have part of the wall missing. Well, that's because there actually was a wall here that I had to remove to get my new refrigerator in. But that said, that's going to be a future project for myself. But I'm still going to put this thing up and then take it down when I have to finish the drywall. But I want to have the AirPod up here above my fridge, just like I used to have. You can see the holes up there where I had my my Sonos One before. I am replacing it with my HomePod. But that said, I want to try it up here, placing it up a little higher. I've actually had it sitting on top of my refrigerator for a while, so I know how it sounds up, at least on top of the fridge. We're going to find out what it looks like up here. But the step 1 is actually taking said bracket. Let me try to do this so you can actually see me. And placing it where you're going to want it. So I kind of want it right in this general area. Then I'm going to take, I have a nice little bubble level. I'm going to try to make it as level as possible. Then I just take my pencil and mark all 3 holes. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. I'm going to go over a little bit more. Okay, so bracket there. If you can see my pencil marks there, and there, that's where the 3 are going to go. Essentially, what you do now is, if you're going to use the drywall anchors, you're just going to all you need for those drywall anchors, that type, is just a Phillips screwdriver. You don't have to have a powered screwdriver at all. And all you're going to do is put the tip on that hole and just screw it in. It's going to go all the way flush with the drywall as you screw it in. It takes a minute to get it started. But once you get it started, she just drives right in. They work great. In this case, I have a double stud right here. Now that is what I'm planning on using. I haven't decided specifically whether, I mean, if I stick right there, that's where it's going to go, and that's what I would need to use. In that case, let's see here. Yeah, I'm right. Actually, I'm mainly the one stud. But doing so would then basically negate the use of the drywall anchors. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and use my screws and mount it direct without the drywall anchors. Okay, so I think how I'm going to start it is, because I'm not using the drywall anchors, I just have my 3 screws that I'm going to put in there. And I'm going to go ahead and just get the one started. Smarter method probably would be drilling it, but these little screws that I have actually have a little bit of a pilot bit on them, I guess. Okay, so I have my other 2 lined up there, and if you really want to, obviously before you put the second ones in, double check your bubble level. Looks really good right there. Put the second one in. Okay, a little cleanup time, I think, before I get too far ahead of myself. So as you can see here, I have it mounted. The power, you can see they actually have a little pigtail here. Eventually, I'm actually going to drill a hole probably through here as well and figure out the power and actually mount the power outlet behind, kind of to the side a little bit. But I don't have a direct stage on that. So if you're putting this up, you are going to have the power cord hanging down. As you can see here, you're going to see that in a second when I put it up here. But they do have a hole in the back here that you can figure out a different method of where you want to put that. I was kind of toying with a few different options. Maybe actually putting a box directly behind here where the plug-in can go in, but of course the cord is so long. So there's a lot of different things to think about, and maybe when I have the power figured out where I can hide the cord a little better, maybe I'll actually post another video, but in this case it's just about mounting this guy. So in that case, I'm going to grab the speaker. Okay, so to start, I'm just going to feed the power cord through the center of this bottom guy here. I'm making the cord go out the back. In this case, there we are. So you can see where it can pigtail straight down, or it could actually go straight out the back where there is a little hole. I don't know if you can really see that very well from where you're at. But in this case, I am just temporarily at least keeping the power cord up here, and I have my temporary outlet that actually was in the wall down below before I took this wall out. That was down there, so that is the outlet that I'm actually going to be placing in the wall somewhere. But yeah, it's a work in progress. So that's what she looks like. Let me get a little better feed for you, so you can see what she looks like there, and you can see the where the outlet actually, or the power cord can come out the back there. But what she looks like mounted, I think a little on the top here. It's kind of hard to see because I'm so close to the ceiling. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 7:42 p.m.
Hey Siri, set your volume to 60%.
Okay, I changed it.
Hey Siri, what's the capital of Iowa?
Des Moines is the capital of Iowa.
Hey Siri, what's the weather going to be tomorrow?
Expect cloudy skies in Dubuque tomorrow. The high will be 21 degrees, and the low will be 1.
Sounds good. Something else that you can do to mitigate that power cord is just actually wrap it around as well. You know, it doesn't look as clean as I probably can make it. But like I said, that is another future project. So that was the install of the HomeBase by H Squared for the Apple HomePod. I decided to actually put it directly into the stud. Now, even if you had a single stud, not a double stud, I actually found that my second screw actually went in between the studs, so it wasn't grabbing very well. So I just angled that second screw a little bit, and it went into the primary stud that actually went up there. So you can do it. You don't have to use the drywall anchors, and I'm one of those guys that prefers to go into solid wood rather than into an anchor that's just held in by the drywall. Now, I have on my home, this is kind of what's called a Calcoat, which is almost like a lightweight concrete. It's extremely thick and extremely tough. So in my home, I understand that would work, but where I actually wanted to mount it, there was a stud anyway. So it worked out in my favor, but it does come with the kind of anchors that I like. I like these anchors. You don't have to have any specialty tools. You do not have to have a drill to use these. They have a self-drilling tip. You just have to have basically a Phillips screwdriver. And you put the Phillips screwdriver in here, you put this on your screwdriver, and then you just start drilling into the wall with it, and then eventually it'll become fully flush with the wall itself. That's when you know you're good to go. And then the little screws that come with it obviously will mount it. So, but the big thing is obviously trying to get it as plumb as possible. With if you have a level, it just makes it look better. Otherwise, you can eyeball it if you really want to. But that is the HomeBase. Now I will put a link at the top of the description where you can actually take a peek at this directly. There on Amazon. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Otherwise, keep an eye out for my review. I will put a link in the description as well where you can check out the review. That review is going to be on TechGooch, and that's going to be on this specific product. So, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Comment below, subscribe, share the video. Appreciate you stopping by and watching. Hopefully, we'll have some more install videos and setup videos here pretty soon. So, things are ramping up again for the year. So, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you in the next video.